Good morning to all. I, Nasreen Sheikh, welcomes you back to the Science Online class. As we have seen in the last class, adaptation about the plants. Now today we will study adaptation in animals. Before going in brief about adaptations in animal, we need to brush up about habitat of animals. Habitat is the place in which the animals living in their surrounding are habituated. Now let's further see the adaptations in animals. The first one, terrestrial, aquatic, aerial, arboreal. Terrestrial adaptation are for those animals living on land. Aquatic animals living in water. Aerial, flying in the air. Arboreal, living on trees. When we just observe a bit of surrounding, we see vast diversity in animals. As we know, adaptation is the adjustment to the surrounding. Now what we are going to study is adaptations in forest and grassland animals. Since forest and grassland animals symbolizes jungle, we have two types of animal in this adaptation. They are carnivorous and herbivorous. Carnivorous animals are those animals which feed on the other animals for their survival, whereas herbivorous animals are those animals which live on the plants. Now, adapted to their way of feeding and living in the surrounding of forest and grassland, carnivorous adaptation features are as follows. Strong legs to run and capture the prey. Claws and canine teeth are sharp because carnivorous animals feed on other animals. They need sharp claws and canine teeth to feed themselves. Padded paws to stalk the prey. Eyes are located in front of their head to spot the prey from a long distance. Now the features for herbivorous. Legs are long and tapering with strong hooves which enable to run fast, taking long leap. Long freely ears to receive long distance sound so that they get a perception of sound and can save themselves from the attackers. Eyes of herbivores are on either side of the head to give a wide angle vision and protect from predators. The next adaptation that we see is in desert animals. As we all know that desert is very high temperature and scarcity of water. Based on these surroundings, these animals have the following features. Thick skin to prevent loss of water from the body. As these animals are adapted to live in the deserted area, they need a thick skin to prevent the loss of water from the body. Legs are long with flat and cushioned soles to walk on the hot sand. Nostrils are protected by folds of skin so that they avoid entering of sand into the nostrils. Eyelashes are long and thick. Rats, snakes, spiders, lizards live in burrows during the daytime and are active at the night. Camel is said to be the ship of the desert. A perfect example, camel shows the adaptation of itself in the desert area. Now, adaptations in the snowy region. Since we know the color of the snow is either white, a white or silver body color is given to these animals so that they can hide in the snow for protection from the predators. Long and thick hair on the skin so that they do not feel the low temperature. Example, yak, polar bear. These animals are perfectly adapted in the snowy regions. Adaptation in reptiles. We all know reptiles are creeping animals, so the use of muscles plays a very important role in the adaptation. Clawed toes and thin soles. Some have scaly skin. Example, snake. So now we'll see adaptations in the aerial animals. Since they have to fly in the air, they have a spindle-shaped body for minimum resistance of air while flying. Hollow bones, body is covered with feathers. Forelegs are modified into wings. Hollow bones makes body light for flying. Insects fly with 2 pairs of wings and 6 stick-like legs. Bats fly because of thin fold of skin between forelegs and hind legs called patagium. An example of aerial animal is hawk. I hope you all have understood the features of adaptation in different surroundings. Please write these features in your notebook. Be safe and stay at home. Thank you. Have a wonderful day ahead.